Hello and welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This is the podcast where Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it.
Right on.
Separately, we take 5 minutes and write our own animes, and then we come back together and make a mega anime by combining them into one mega idea.
Hells yes.
We've done that today for the song At the End by E Chang Sub. It's spelled Lee Chang Sub, if you can't find it, but usually we provide a YouTube link.
Yeah, and if nothing else,
It's spelled.
It's written out for you in the description.
If you need to search it out.
Click? I said click instead of click.
Link. Oof. So yes, so we've listened to that song, written our own ideas. We're gonna share them now.
Yep.
And then you'll have both of our ideas in your head, and then we're gonna make them one mega anime.
Damn you! This is episode 101.
Yeah.
Dalmatians? No, just animes.
No, just too many dogs.
That would be far too many dogs.
99 too many dogs.
That's like a hoarding situation. They need to be saved.
Could be 100 too many dogs.
Depends on the dogs.
Are they all cared for? They were a rich family, right?
Yes.
So they had like a big dog bowl, right? Like it was really long.
It's like a trough. That's what you just mimed.
Yeah, I mimed a really long dog bowl.
Really trophy dog bowl.
Long trough. Yeah, but I'm going to share my idea for
this
E Chang Sub's
pretty
At the End.
Sad song.
It's a ballad. It's a power ballad. It has a guitar
the
solo in it.
Came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're rocking out.
Rocking and rolling and ripping out. Just
dang.
But yeah, here we are. I'm going to share my idea.
All right. Don't make me cry.
I will try not to, hopefully.
That would be a first.
That would be incredible.
To not cry from laughing?
Hey, there we go. Okay, mine starts sad with a rebellious young adult.
Knew it.
And they die in a tragic accident of some
Lord.
sort. Worst still, she was an orphan at a very young age when her adventurous and rebellious parents, whom she gained her rebellious spirit from, were lost on a faraway expedition of some sort. I had it all very vague.
Hey, it's still a story.
She awakens on a long escalator up to a bright white light. She ends up at the waiting desk into the afterlife, which is like a doctor's office of some sort.
Oh my god.
She's scared and pensive, but is able to ask if her parents are inside waiting for her. Ugh. The person at the help desk says that her parents are still alive on Earth. She instantly breaks the line and jumps off the floor/escalator back to Earth.
Oh.
She's now off-grid. She re-enters Earth with everyone believing that she made it out of the accident alive. And she has ghostly powers, and because she's kind of in like a purgatory state.
Okay.
Where like she did die, but only the people in the afterlife know that. And
Not everyone knows.
So she made it out alive, and now she has renewed vigor because she has the mission to find her parents before the upstairs come to collect her.
Oh, dear.
Because she's, like, breaking living codes, you know. It's very, what's the word? A lot of paperwork.
Oh, bureaucracy?
It's very bureaucratic up there.
What do we do?
You didn't fill out any of your paperwork. But yeah, it's like, there's a lot of, like, rebel spirit. She jumps the line, jumps off the escalator. It's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my idea.
Sad.
But she finds her parents eventually. I just didn't write it. Because I ran out of room.
I can attest that he did, in fact, run out of room.
Yeah.
I did not.
But it's like the whole time she was alive thinking her parents were dead. And when she finally dies and finds out they're alive.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Just in time for that Star Wars.
Yeah. Cool. Cool topical reference for you. Also, that movie comes out in December, so.
Yeah, well, we're ahead of the times.
Yeah, well. Let's hear your idea.
Okay. I like yours. It's sad, but I like it.
Thank you.
It reminds me of a few of those, like, back from the I don't want to say dead, but like Drop Dead Diva I watched.
Yeah.
Where
Pushing Daisies, it has that vibe. I don't know.
yeah.
It's
Pushing Daisies
not so much.
They didn't go to heaven.
Oh, okay.
Lee Pace, bless him.
He's
he
back
just had
in the
the ability. Had the ability to bring things back from the dead.
Okay. I didn't watch that one. That was a you.
Yeah, that was a me. That was a Lee Pace in me.
That was a you and a Mario.
No, Lee Pace.
Only Lee Pace.
Only Lee Pace.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, but Drop Dead Diva I did catch.
You saw some of that, yeah, where she died.
Back and forth.
Brought back in a different body.
Yeah.
It was odd.
Yeah, it's like a feel good. It's a feel good. She has like a empowered by a mission from Ged by herself.
Not.
All right, let's hear it.
They're different.
Oh, that's good.
There's
101.
some commonality with like searching for people.
Okay. Well,
but
gimme.
Well, mine's kind of
gimme.
Gimme. A Man After Midnight.
That's why we combine them into a mega anime to make it less depressing, right?
Yeah, I'd like a lot of help with mine.
All right, let's hear it.
2 young men drafted into the army end up falling in love and dreaming of owning a farm together after the war.
Cute.
Unfortunately, they are sent to separate places and split up, possibly after being discovered as gay. But many letters are written.
Cool.
Not like our other animes where letters are written, but
no.
Still there are letters.
Letters lost.
One of the men is caught by the enemy forces
Sure.
and is held as a prisoner of war in a work camp.
Mm-hmm.
The other does his best to mount a daring rescue mission to save his love and the others that are held hostage there.
Cool.
Meanwhile, at the prisoner of war camp, they're doing their best to break out and save everybody there.
Cool.
But it is a happy ending. I ran out of time here, but I was like, no, it will be happy.
Right.
The war ends. They live happily ever after on their farm.
Cute.
Well,
I mean, the song does end on that powerful ballad.
it does.
It turns from like just a piano to like the whole rock orchestra thing. So that's why I had my conclusion as well.
We have a happy ending.
We do.
We can agree on that.
We do. But it does... It's sad.
It's sad.
It's very sad in the beginning.
I'll see you at the end.
Just the English lyric alone is sad. But yeah, so I like your idea. It's cute.
Thanks.
Well, besides the war parts. You
Well,
got the farmer boys.
I didn't know why else they'd be drafted into something.
It kind of reminds me of the time traveler in the Umbrella Academy, where he goes to the Vietnam War and he finds his true love.
Mm-hmm. He's not the time traveler. He's the dead, can talk to dead ones.
Right, but he does
time travel.
manage to time travel.
Is that too much of a spoiler?
We're not telling anything.
Has that been out long
beyond
enough?
that. It's been out. It's
We
Netflix. It's been out since the day
watched
one. Also, there was a show I used to watch called Misfits. It was like a British show where kids...
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I watched that.
You watched
Yeah,
Misfits?
where he had like the stars on his forehead and the mohawk?
That was him.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The dead... No, it wasn't the Mohawk guy, but the guy who wasn't able to be killed
Yeah.
is...
He's from the Misfits?
The Talk to Dead guy. It's the same dude.
No way.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
He would have to be really young then.
I might be wrong.
In the first...
They look really similar.
Because
It came up at work today.
Who else has watched this?
No one. It was...
Oh, okay.
It was... Something was related to Misfits. Oh, it was like Avatar the Airbender was related.
Okay.
Because they bend the things, and then there's the milk bender.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the theme song
watched
was
the
like,
Misfits?
Darling, we're the Misfits, or something.
Are we talking about the same show?
Are
the
we not?
superpowers?
Wait, no, there weren't.
You're talking about the wrong show.
I'm not talking about the wrong show. He had stars on his forehead and a mohawk.
I think we're talking about a different show.
They were like 3 dudes that lived in this weird old house, and
Talking
they were
about the
just
different
like
show.
crappy roommates.
Different show. Mine was juvie kids who get superpowers.
Yours is not from like the 1970s, 1980s?
No, it's from like 2009.
Well, when you said you used to watch it, I just...
did. That was 10 years ago.
Don't tell me this. It could have been newer, the one I'm talking about.
Wasn't the same.
But it definitely is not.
No.
It's like superpowers, milk bender.
So young. Yeah, I think we're thinking of different shows. Either way, let's get back to our show.
Wow.
What a tangent that was.
We're gonna have to show each other which Misfits we think
I'll
it is
show you
later.
yours if you show me.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's get back to Rebellious Young
Shout
Adult.
out to any of the Faniels who know what the fuck we're talking about.
What Misfits fucking weird mashup we've created.
We should do a weird Twitter poll, like, which Misfits are you?
Which Misfit are you? And then interchange.
Well, they're both British. That's confusing.
That is confusing. It might be a different guy, or
the one where it's like punk dudes, or is it
Juvie kids? I gotta look it up.
I think it's punk
Because
dudes.
they look like the same, and now I don't know if they're the same dude.
Well, that explains a lot, because I was like, I don't see what you mean,
Shit.
but...
He really looks like the same guy.
Hey, let's check later.
Okay.
I guess I shouldn't write it down.
But for now, we should continue this podcast that we've started.
Yeah, I guess so.
Episode 101, off to a great start.
Off the rails,
Let's
yet
see.
again.
So you got guys in war.
Yeah, it didn't have to be war. It could be
Guys in a
something
strife.
else that breaks them apart, breaks them apart,
Breaks them.
like death.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm seeing that, because then one dies.
could be
And
in a
is
war
like, is my love here waiting for me? And they're
because
like,
they've been split up.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
And then they're like, no. He's still alive waiting for you.
And the one that was alive was the prisoner of war, because then the one that has died now has the ghostly powers and can use that to break into the camp and kill some bad guys.
And covertly save the love of their life.
Save people. Not necessarily kill anybody, unless it's one of those action movies where you obviously do not care.
Right, they rack up a body count and you're like, whatever.
We've talked about this before.
Did we? Because there was like the difference between Rambo and Rambo 2, like First Blood versus...
You know, I haven't seen those. You and I were talking about True Detective versus that other show that we were also watching. The Murderer, Punisher.
Oh,
Punisher.
yeah, where people are just shot.
It was just
and
like,
die.
oh, everyone dies in the Punisher, but then True Detective, it was like one dead body, and I was like, I'm done, I can't.
Yeah.
So
That's what we were talking about.
That probably wasn't on the podcast.
No.
That was in day-to-day life.
That was probably just in our conversational lives.
So, Faniels, Jimmy and I talk outside of the podcast sometimes.
Ugh.
Me?
What a tired concept. We only should record our conversations from now on.
That sounds awful.
I'm kidding. They're already recorded on the cloud anyways.
Yeah, I know. Everything's listening.
How else would
All
we
the
get such
devices.
good targeted advertisements?
It's true. If I see one more ad for that frickin' sauce that you mentioned once...
Oh, yeah. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Mm-mm. Also, it's weird. Twitter is totally pushing ads for just like medical things, like pharma ads and stuff. So I'm like, maybe something's wrong with me.
Oh.
Twitter, maybe my...
Have we done a podcast about a doctor, though? I feel like...
Big pharma? Oh, we did.
We also watched some shows where
This
they
was
might have...
before that, though.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think I might be dying and Twitter's trying to lend a hand. Get me some opioids.
Can I help?
No one can help me. All right, let's finish this anime.
Wow.
Are you on board with the POW being alive and then needing to be saved by the dead?
Yes, I pitched that to you.
Yes. I like it a lot, so I reiterated it.
Yeah.
Not trying to steal your idea.
No.
I like it.
You didn't heat me.
No. I tried not to.
Yeah.
This is actually my idea. So we have that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
I like the whole waiting room afterlife thing that I created.
It would really lighten it up.
Yeah, I think
We need some lightened.
it has like a doctor's office, but more like a nicer, it's a waiting room of
Is it like the
sorts.
DMV?
No.
Okay.
But there is like a line.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of time for the decision to be made to like not die. But no one else everyone always kind of
There's
like
just like a little velvet rope on the edge.
Exactly.
It's like, don't do that.
yeah, it's just like a
We're having the glass wall repaired.
yeah.
A bird.
It's a
flew into it.
suggestion not to do it. There's like one sign
It's like
and the velvet rope.
it's It's like any sort of national park where there's like the little fence.
The little fence.
Many people don't respect.
But,
You
like,
should.
You should.
You heard about all those people that died recently at the Grand Canyon. They didn't respect the fence.
What? People died at the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 people.
Oh my God.
Recently.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they stepped
And they just
around the barricade and fell. Fup-a-da-fup. That's an unfortunate death.
From rolling down the Grand Canyon.
But yeah, respect your fences. But this guy's already dead, so
Yeah.
fuck it.
Fuck it.
Jumping.
He's emblazoned by the power of love.
He might still have, I don't know, like a parachute on him. He's a soldier.
Oh, if he's Air Force or something. Yeah, sure.
Could be there.
Doesn't
You could be like,
really
we
matter.
didn't think of that. Oh.
Yeah. This seems like a one event thing. Have we made it a movie? Or is it a series?
It could be like a one season, just a one-off,
Okay.
where we establish them together. And that part could be nice.
Yeah.
They could just be, I mean, I don't want to say war is nice, but maybe they're friends beforehand.
There's like a training whole thing where they're in camp
definitely.
together.
They're not actually in a place of war.
Yeah.
War zone, that's what it's called.
It's a pre-war thing where they're training and they're getting ready, and then they're actually sent over, split up in squads. Mm-hmm. Actually split up, one dies.
Yep.
The whole waiting room thing. Mm-hmm. Is maybe like a full episode dedicated to like
I think so.
like one episode ends with the guy dying, and then the next episode is like the
He's just in
tinnitus like
this-
ring.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have that.
Into like the white space escalator
The
thing.
blinky, where you see the characters' blinking eyelids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It sounds gross when I say it. But
I'm now
you
like
know.
imagining it's like a big black space with all these like silver escalators.
See, and I was thinking white.
But it goes up to a white, but it's like
Okay.
very vast. And so
Okay.
maybe there's more than one escalator and everyone's on one escalator, or that there's just one escalator and it's a really long line.
I like the idea of a bunch of random ones that
Okay.
are all in like different.
I like that
almost-
visually.
I'm kind of picturing I'm not going to know which artist it is, but with all the stairs.
MC Escher?
Yes, thank you. Kind of not quite like that.
No, not as busy,
but something where they're just like everywhere.
I like
And there are some that are like upside
I
down.
like a shot where
sideways.
it bullets through, and there's like some that are upside down. And
Does it bullet through to his face?
Maybe, sure.
Okay.
Getting shot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. No, like the camera, it zooms
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Past other people going up. People.
But they're just like shadowy. We don't see faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not as defined as this
And
main
it's-
character.
Once the tinnitus, it's just like eerily silent.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. There's just like a hum of the actual escalator. It's funny being an escalator because then it's like a forced movement thing instead of like stairs where you physically have to like take
Yeah.
yourself up.
The other thing is, I don't know when the escalator was invented.
I don't either.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If he's just like, what is this?
It's just like
Also, it doesn't have to be World War II. It could be
Future War.
War. We did just watch a pretty cool little anime
we did.
that had some Future War stuff in it
We did indeed.
called Darling in the Franxx.
Yes.
With 2 X's,
Yeah.
which we found out why later on.
Yes. We will not spoil that.
No, it's good.
That's a good anime.
It really was. I didn't know at the beginning.
Slow
but
start.
It reminded me of. Oh, I'm really bad with names. The
Was
one
it
where
the
they
other
had
one?
really, really cheery red faces, and she had the little
squirrel
friend.
friend.
It was LaGuardia. No, that's like a disease or an airport. What is it?
It was.
Gargantia and the Verderus planet. Is it that
Yeah.
one?
And he had a black mech, and he was like, "But we're different. We've never
Yeah.
seen these people before."
And then all that shit happens
Yeah.
where they discover that stuff, and it got way darker.
Gargantia on the Verderus planet, something
like that?
Yeah. Very anime title.
Yeah. We could only dream.
Yeah.
But I got vibes of that
Oh,
one,
definitely.
where it like starts and then it just opens up all this dark backstory.
I think Darling in the Franxx had a cooler final bit. Like, it actually expanded
Yeah.
to a more interesting,
I agree.
like, finale. But the hidden information was exactly the same.
Yeah, it was very similar.
Yeah.
Hopefully you haven't seen one and not the other.
or we've spoiled both of them.
It's still good.
Not exactly the same, but very similar trope.
Yeah. We enjoyed that, though.
Yeah.
So let's make it a space war.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's more fun.
We always put everything in space.
Future space.
Why not? It allows for a lot more freedom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we've got not necessarily a space war. It could still be on a planet.
I think it's still... I'm imagining like for some reason, the like jungly
Okay.
vibe.
I'm good with that. I just don't want them in like planes or spaceships fighting.
That's totally fair. I feel like...
hand-to-hand combat? Is that what you call it? When you're like on the ground? Foot soldiers?
No, hand-to-hand is just when you're like punching.
That doesn't involve guns?
Hand-to-hand is the opposite of guns.
Huh.
That's like ranged combat,
What?
I guess.
What is ground fighting?
I don't know.
I want ground fighting.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Just establish
There's something
it.
like very mysterious about the like jungles and using the terrain for traps and stuff.
I want some of the plants to be purple.
Okay,
I think that'd look cool.
cool.
Like dark green, and then the underside of the leaves are like purple.
In True Detective, he was a spec ops guy in the jungles.
Oh, Vietnam?
In Vietnam War. Yeah.
Were there purple plants there?
It was green. It was very green.
Yeah.
And that's just like such a,
Yeah.
important visual for that show. So I feel like we could kind of borrow that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not opposed.
It's very powerful imagery, so it would be, let's do that.
Okay. So.
But it's future jungle planet.
That's why it's purple leaf.
Yeah.
On the underside.
Mm-hmm.
It would look cool.
Definitely. So we got that. We got future jungle.
Yep.
We've got your guys trying to make a future farm for themselves.
Well, I mean, it could be a brewery. It could be any dream.
The farm's nice.
The beginning of the song, I just heard, like, animals and plants. Mostly plants.
I did have, like, a kind of a field.
Yes,
like a grain
exactly.
field
I
with
was thinking
wind.
rice for some reason, but yeah, that's...
Golden field of some sort.
Let's
Rice,
go with that.
wheat, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
I
I did have that visual, but it didn't translate into my idea.
The only place I put it is the dream,
Okay.
where it started.
Start in the dream. Life's a
Saying,
dream.
like, when we're done. Not like of mice and men, though, because that's sad. Tell me about the rabbits.
Oh,
Not like that.
No.
But just like they've got something to look forward to.
Of course. I think they do achieve that goal. But
want them to.
It takes a lot.
Well, yeah, the ghost powers, how does that translate to farming?
I don't know.
Do they kill everything?
No, I feel like my thing was it's kind of a race against the clock to use the time you have left.
Because at some point they will be reclaimed.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of like you're visited by a, quote unquote angel who is like, you skipped the line, time to come back. And then you have to like plead your case.
I like the idea that there's so much bureaucracy that it takes like 70 years. And they get to live their life together,
like that a lot.
basically. And then they get to leave at the same time.
I like that a lot.
And then they go up the escalator together holding hands, and that's the end of it.
So it's kind of like the bureaucracy.
Like, maybe there is an angel that, like, loses, wink, wink,
Yeah,
form.
I think there's a friendly angel.
Or, some sort of...
Who adds on forms and is like, this is going to take a really long time, wink.
See, that's very funny. This is going to be interesting to get the two.
I think their relationship is fun and fun-loving and stuff like that. So they're always bantering and joking and stuff. And so you establish their relationship being this like very positive thing. And then when they're like ripped apart physically, you're like, shit. But then they're still writing notes to each other and letters. And then you're still getting their like happiness.
Yeah, and then the letters stop.
And then the letters stop. And you're like, oh shit. And then you get...
And so that's when... the guy who eventually gets killed assumes that his love is dead.
Exactly.
Because he's been taken to the camp.
And so they only learn that they're not dead when they
die.
And I feel like they would die because they would have less of a...
I'm imagining something really heroic, but dumb.
Exactly. It's... They go in battles with they're not supposed to.
Throwing yourself on a landmine is dumb, because that is, my understanding, the best thing you can do to save other people.
Right.
If
Captain
you like
America
absorb
did
it. I don't know. Hopefully no one ever has to be in this situation, obviously,
Right.
but maybe that's something he does, is he throws himself in front of a child that's being shot at unknowingly or just, something very heroic
Yeah.
that happens to be life-ending.
Yeah. So then it's all the more fucked up when they like they just leave his body because there's like nothing left, and then he comes back and he's just like fine.
Or maybe like a little bit of blood?
Maybe.
Would it be healed? That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be like maybe there's just a huge scar.
Okay.
Like huge.
So like Bond in Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Got
very anime.
the scar.
Scar. Yeah. Where like he died. Mm-hmm. The scar is his memory of death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's got to be super powerful. So it's like, it's this comedy, it's this bureaucracy, funny angels.
So baseline is whimsical. In the time of
very whimsy.
Sadness.
Yes. Yeah.
We mostly want it happy so that when it dips into the really sad parts, it's like striking and you're like, where did this come from?
You can power through it because you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And it's not always going to be this awful. Yeah. Okay. But it's like they have to experience this to achieve their goals.
Are you saying that we need to experience the sadness in life to truly treasure the goodness in life?
Well, I didn't say that, but you did phrase it very poetically.
The goodness
in life.
The goodness in life.
The goodness and the sadness.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, right? Isn't that true to life?
Probably.
You got some funny, but also...
It's real. It's real. Well, I mean, it's fantasy, but it's real.
Yeah. It's fanciful, but there's some very real moments.
I mean, I don't want to say, like, war is war, having not experienced it, but there have to be certain parts of it that are
definitely.
just undeniably warlike.
Yeah.
I don't want to be unsensitive.
It's not something we would write. It's not something we would write personally. It's something we get somebody who's experienced that to help us out.
That would be really cool, actually, if we... I mean, obviously we don't have anyone writing this, but if we could get like veterans.
Definitely.
That would be really cool.
Well, I mean, like, that's the obvious choice.
Oh, and then we could have like the voice acting as long as, they're comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
This is getting too real. We have to make sure. No, that would be really cool.
I'm just saying, it's the obvious choice is people who have actually experienced that.
Yeah.
Not death, but the actual like being in a war zone
of war, and
there's plenty of books on it too, but it's like there's plenty of people who have still survived it and are alive today and stuff like that. And
we've seen the happy things that can come out of those times as well.
Yeah, but it's during is that's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also see like, I adopted like a stray dog and they helped me and I took them home afterward. There's moments of joy.
There's a lot of those feel-good stories that are like a veteran found a kitten and then they joined the crew.
Oh, I do like those.
Maybe there's a cat on the farm. Starts as a kitten and then it turns into a big barn cat.
Yeah. Big fluffy one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good.
And it can be named Frankie.
I really like this.
I do too.
This is good.
Yeah.
It's funny and real. Which are the two criteria?
Do you want to talk about the possible ghost powers at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't need to. It's like an immortality kind of thing.
Sure.
He can phase through bullets. It's not like super powerful, but it's definitely like
it's
useful.
Enough.
Yeah. It's useful superhuman powers.
So our ghost man breaks into the camp under the cover of night or something, and then
breaks out his fellow soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there are like civilians and stuff too.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's a whole camp revolution.
Yeah, it would be like a mutiny sort of.
Yeah. Well, not a mutiny, but saving the whole...
You're right, a mutiny's for... Never mind.
It would be like, they're also like, wait, we don't like the bad guy also.
We're going to take over the camp and stay here. Yeah, not a mutiny.
No, just a liberation.
Yes.
That's
yes.
what I meant. Not
yeah.
revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the war ends somehow.
It's
Simultaneously.
It's a joint effort thing. I don't know.
I don't really know how war ends.
They get discharged.
Somebody, like, you have to kill someone?
I don't know. I mean, there's always some sort of final thing, you know? Mm-hmm. Like Civil War had the last standoff where they...
That was surrender, right?
Something? Yeah.
And a treaty?
I don't know. Again, veterans would know.
But World War II was definitely Hitler, right?
Definitely.
His death.
Yes.
So, we might have to kill somebody. But
Yeah, but that's how war goes, right?
yeah. In any case, the war ends at, like, the same time the camp is freed, basically.
Yeah.
And then they're able to go back and get their farm and their cat and live their 70 years. Mm-hmm. Or however long. 70 sounds good. If they're like 20.
Ballpark. Yeah.
That's like 90.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Okay.
They have a fulfilling life on their farm that they wanted, and then they're reclaimed.
Yeah.
And they're like, it took you 70 years? And he's like, oh, come along.
Lost a few things along the way. I don't know. Some cute
paperwork. It's like a really nice angel guy. Played by Misha Collins from Supernatural.
I heard that it's the final season, the next one.
Yeah, I think they finally didn't renew it.
Wow. Are people going to be mad about that?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I think it's on its like 15th or something. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe even 16th. It's a lot.
I never watched.
That's okay.
But
I did. It's funny.
I just know that Dean is not Dean.
No. Dean and Sam Winchester. Like the gun.
No. He will always be Dean from Gilmore Girls.
Either way. There's a funny angel.
Yep.
Maybe he shows up other times and is like, I think leaving for the 70 years, it makes way more sense. Mm-hmm. But he's like the main, or she, whichever.
Yeah, yeah.
The main angel that
is the caseworker, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're getting back into Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, so I think that's good.
I think it'll be interesting.
Title time?
Yeah, I think we're there.
Okay.
This has been a crazy episode so far.
Yeah.
What with the misfits and...
The second misfits.
War.
Both
and
misfits.
Sadness. And
yeah.
Let's try and put a little title on it, shall we?
Let's title it up.
What do you want to...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Escalator.
I mean...
No. Like a war, like a death, like a...
Yeah, I guess war.
War word.
And then love? War and peace. Is that weird? Can you think of a different one you'd want?
Love and war.
So cliched.
Yeah. No, that'll do. It's usually better to have... No, it's fine. Let's do it.
Start there?
Yeah.
Start there.
All right. Do you want to do a love word first or a war word first?
I'll start with war.
I'll do a love word. Then 3, 2, 1, apart.
Brutal.
Brutal legend with Jack. I'll do a war word. You love word. 3,
a war word.
2, 1, soldier.
Beautiful.
Beautiful soldier.
Beautiful soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not particularly...
I like my words. I got
happy with mine, but...
Like soldiers apart. I don't know. I didn't really think of a title. And it's like the first time I haven't made them same letter.
Oh, yeah, no.
Alliterative.
Well, I'm going to go with a war thing, kind of, and just pitch you AWOL, Away on Love.
Dang, you had that in your fucking pocket?
I just thought of it.
It's good.
Well, I'm trying to think of, army-ish things.
Yeah. AWOL.
Away on love instead of leave. Yeah.
I like it.
Do you think it works? I think it helps lighten it.
I think so too, and I mean, I just like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you think it fits?
I do.
Okay.
I'm nodding emphatically.
He is.
Which doesn't...
Not louder, Jimmy.
It doesn't make a noise.
Now you're just headbanging.
Yeah.
You know who does that? One of the Misfits.
Yeah, probably on my show too.
TBD.
AWOL. Colon.
Sure.
Away on love.
Doesn't it mean away on leave? I'm not.
I don't think so. I thought I had a negative connotation.
Yeah, I guess AW shouldn't just be away.
I think it's like AW/O, like without.
Away without leave, isn't it?
Yeah.
So away without love wouldn't really work.
No.
Never mind. I had an idea.
But it does still apply. He's AWOL from
From
the
death.
afterlife.
Yeah, from the afterlife.
Could be like AWOL afterlife. AWOL.
Death search.
It's,
He's after you.
something like that.
Okay.
I think it still does apply. And the fact that it's a military term is like...
I do like that.
Good.
Okay. So do we want something after it?
Definitely.
AWOL on the run from the Lord. Okay, not that.
AWOL on a mission from God.
Good. Yeah, I think it needs something.
My words. Soldiers apart.
You want to give me that then? You want to pitch that?
Soldiers apart. AWOL. Soldiers apart.
A soldiers apart sandwich.
It's a wall of soldiers and they're apart.
So still,
AWOL. Soldiers apart.
I think that's perfect.
Cool. That's the title then.
I think that's perfect.
Who would you want to be in AWOL?
Oh Lord,
Soldiers
I
apart.
don't want to be in this sad set.
I think I'd be a nurse.
I would get the coffee for the angel in the bureaucratic office.
Oh, I'd be a field medic.
Harsh, dude.
I'd be like, medic. And then I'd be like, wait, I'm the medic.
Like me.
50 cc's of heroin.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Epinephrine. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I just like the sound of it.
Yeah, it's a good...
Probably something bad.
Nice.
It's probably like cocaine or
Some
something.
needle or something. I don't know. Fentanyl.
That one I know is bad.
Yeah.
When used improperly.
Yeah. So you're in heaven, afterlife,
Yeah, I'm in the office.
purgatory
I'm
life.
getting. How do you want some coffee?
I gotcha.
I don't know.
Cool.
Just interning or something.
Cool.
I'm the mail clerk. I don't know.
Works for me. We're both in it. AWOL.
Yep. Oh, we're not gonna end up together.
Soldiers apart.
That makes me sad.
Can't
but
be everyone.
next time.
Next time. All right. So that's that.
Yeah.
And that's it. Unless you have any names in your hat of hats.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we have
throw
actual
at the show.
characters. I didn't even think about it though.
Well, we got Lee Pace as one, and we got John Bernthal as the other,
Okay.
and then we're good.
Okay.
Cool. So we got Lee Pace, John Bernthal,
Yeah.
hamming it up.
John Hamm?
No.
Angel?
Could be the angel. The big three.
Trifecta. I'm not sure I would usually put John all the way up there. Wait. John Hamm is John Bernthal. I don't know.
Right.
But
Hamm.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 Johns. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of John people.
It is. Yeah.
A lot of Johns.
Yeah. But this has been Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
And thanks
For listening
to us.
the 101st episode. We crossed the threshold. Now we're just back to
I don't know.
same old weekly schedule every Sunday.
Mediocre, weird thing. I don't know. Talk about things
Can't top
that are not
100.
related at all.
No, man, we really thought we were thinking of the same show.
Yeah.
We weren't,
No.
but that's okay. That's more fun
We'll figure
because
this
now we'll
out.
look up your show and my show and compare them.
And you'll be like, what is this
And I'll
garbage?
look up if that guy is the same guy as Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I
They
wanna
look so
see.
similar.
I wanna see.
It's crazy. Okay, so we did that. We made an anime. It's titled AWOL.
Soldiers
Apart.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot my own words.
It's okay, I'll help you.
We've done it. We cast ourselves. We cast the trifecta
Yeah.
of white boys.
Well, wait, no, we were going to use veterans.
Oh yeah,
We talked about this.
yeah.
Never mind.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But if they don't wanna, then we have our trifecta
Oh,
waiting in the wings.
Dear. They can do a dub. I don't know.
Yeah, we get 2 dubs.
Just like Totoro.
The Johns and Lee Pace do the French dub.
May we.
But that's the show. Instant Anime. You
Just
already did
sad
that.
music.
It's fine.
Sorry.
We are on Twitter at Instant Anime Pod, where we post GIFs and tease upcoming episodes, or
You can check out our website. I guess that's what I can call it. instantannie.may, and there you can find all of our episodes with clickable description links. We have a sidebar full of all sorts of goodies. We have some podcatchers. We have our merch, shop.instantannie.may, and there are some new things on there if you haven't looked.
at least 2 new things recently.
Fancy.
In the last month.
Yeah.
That's the most things we've added ever.
Quite possibly, actually. Well, yeah.
The last thing was a crab claw, so.
Officer Davies.
Oh, Officer
Officer
Davies.
Davies.
Yeah.
We also have,
No, go ahead.
we have our suggestion form,
Indeed.
suggest.instantannie.may, and you can give us a song for us to animate, because there's not a better verb that I know. Animify?
Animify.
Sounds awkward.
It's the one we went with, but it's not good.
No.
That's okay.
And we also have Spotify.
Yep.
We have the playlist of the
songs.
songs. And does that one have a special?
Playlist.instantanna.may?
Yeah?
Maybe.
Okay.
And Spotify.instantanna.may is the actual podcast on Spotify.
Yes, if you want to listen to the podcast, we're on Spotify.
I think it's a playlist. I
you
might not have
wanted-
done it. Music playlist?
Uh-oh.
It's in the sidebar.
Yeah, check it out. But it has all of the songs that we've used to make episodes,
Most of
assuming that they are available.
them. Yes.
A good portion are.
It's most of them, yeah. We're only
And
missing like 8 or 9.
It's fun to listen to.
It's a good playlist. It's got some bops.
Yeah.
It's got some jams.
Definitely.
It'll have this
Yes, it will.
If you wanna
it will
listen to
have
it.
at the end.
by Icham Saga.
And at least for 1 week, it will be at the end of the playlist. So it's fitting.
Hey, that's fun. That's the podcast. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.